BMW is once again making history, this time by replacing its very popular 3 Series Coupe with this, the 2014 BMW 4 Series. Hello and welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. So glad you're watching. This week I'm test driving the 2014 BMW 428i xDrive Coupe in this gorgeous Alpine white. Now this vehicle still offers some of the same great performance and engine features that BMW owners have come to expect and appreciate over the years, plus some convenience features the Everyman driver will appreciate. Let's get started now by popping the hood. You have 2 engine options for the 4 Series Coupe for 2014, and each comes with either a 6-speed manual or 8-speed automatic. I have the 8-speed automatic in my 428i. This has a 2-liter twin-power turbocharged inline 4-cylinder that kicks out 240 horses and 255 pound-feet of torque. Now you can opt for a 3-liter, that's in the 435i. That's a 6-cylinder that gets 300 horses and 300 pound-feet of torque. As far as fuel economy, my tester is rated at 22 city, 33 highway. The much larger engine is 2030. As far as recommended fuel type, you're looking at regular unleaded. Time for some real-world legroom and headroom examples in the back of the 4 Series. A little bit difficult to get in, not too bad. Now I'm 5'11", and this is my current position as a driver in the front seat, and I have a little bit of room here between my knees and the back of the seat. There is an indent to create a little bit more space, but not a lot. Again, I'm 5'11", and my head can hit the roof line if I sit up a little bit higher. So not the most comfortable place to be in terms of headroom for taller people. Otherwise, the seats are firm, the seats are comfortable, leather interior is nice, the armrest comes down, and here you have a pair of cup holders. That is good. There is a sliding roof right here as well to give more light, and there are no O-blank handles around inside the car. So hang on to the steering wheel and just buckle up. There are a couple of ways to open the trunk lid of this 4 Series. There's a button on the inside next to the driver. There's a button, of course, here on the key fob. But let's say that key fob is in your pocket and your hands are full with some beautiful luggage designed by an Italian artist who is considered a modern-day Picasso. Everyone has an opinion. And you can't reach your keys. Well, if the keys are in your pocket, look at this. Just swipe your leg below the bumper and step back and watch as the trunk lid opens on its own. Isn't this great for the Everyman driver? I love it. Now, inside you have 15.7 cubic feet of volume, just enough room to put both of my pieces of luggage side by side, and you still have room to maybe put a duffel bag or some other items in there as well. Plenty of room for groceries, so that's really nice. Take these out, and you can see there's plenty of room for groceries and more items. Plus, the back seats are a 40-20-40 split, and they do fold down to create even more space. And just below the floorboard, you have 2 more cubby holes for storage. The 4 Series is not only longer, wider, it's also lower to the ground versus the outgoing 3 Series Coupe. And except for the hood, everything here on the exterior has been revamped. It's got a more narrow kidney grille, which is angled slightly forward to give it a more sporty look. You've got these modern cat-like headlamps, and each 4 Series comes standard with 18-inch wheels. And take a closer look right here. This air curtain right next to the fog light allows air to flow through the bumper, around the wheel, back out through a gill down the side of the vehicle, allowing the 4 Series to be more efficient. I mentioned how the trunk has that great convenience feature for the Everyman driver. Just wave your foot below the bumper and the trunk lid comes up. Here is the second item. Close the door. There's a mechanical arm that pushes out your seat belt. How awesome is that? Safety first, right? All right, we're gonna head out on the road now and talk about the ride and handling and do a 0 to 60 test inside this 4 Series. Now, the first thing with the ride and handling, the steering is very precise. Great agility, amazing acceleration, and an overall balance I think is second to none. Then again, I am very biased toward the BMW, but there does feel to be a good stability on the road. As I mentioned earlier, this vehicle has a wider stance over the outgoing 3 Series Coupe and a lower center of gravity, which equals greater cornering ability. And I have definitely experienced that in this 4 Series. It really hugs the road. I know it's cliche, but it really does. In the past, I haven't been a big fan of how BMW has placed their information navigation screen on top of the dash. It seemed like an afterthought, not so much integrated into the center stack, but for some reason, this dash is bulkier. It seems like there's a lot more dimensions to it, and the way this information display is set up, it seems to blend in a lot better. I do like that. Besides my interpretation of how this information and navigation display blends into the dash, I think people are going to find a nice transition between the 3 Series and the 4 Series. I find this to be a very comfortable place to be. The seats are just as comfortable as what I've experienced in a 3 Series, so no surprises, which I think will be a comforting sight for those BMW loyalists. You have 4 basic driving settings. You have this Eco Pro, which is efficiency-oriented settings. Then you have the Comfort, and then you move up to Sport, which is obviously a sport-oriented setting. And then you have the Sport Plus, which is sports-oriented as well, and then it adds the traction control. All right, just pulled over in preparation for our 0 to 60 run, which is great in this car. I can't wait to see how fast this can go. Again, 240 horses, 255 pound-feet of torque. It's a 2-liter turbocharged with an inline 4-cylinder, 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm going to keep it in, let's go ahead and do sport mode and see how this goes. Reset my solo performance timer. 3, 2, 1, go. 40, there's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, that was my first run. Not very proud of that one. That was 6.44 seconds. Here is the proof. We're gonna turn around and give it a go for our second run. Again, that was in sport mode. Reset our computer. All right, sport mode again. 3, 2, 1, hit it. 6,500 RPMs, 50, 55, 60. Huh. 6.7 seconds, 327 feet. I don't know, I was expecting a little bit faster. You know, in the manual though, watch out. That 6-speed manual, that will kick some booty, I assume. The roads are cold, but they're not wet. Reset. Okay, no one's around, flat section. Here we go. 6,500 RPM, 50, 55, and 60. Okay. What do you think? 6.48 seconds, 312 feet. Even though I'm pretty happy with those times in the 8-speed automatic, I'd really love to get my hands on a 6-speed manual to see how fast I can go from 0 to 60 in that vehicle. We'll have to wait for another day and another review for that one. The beginning MSRP here in the 2014 BMW 428i xDrive Coupe is $42,500. My tester also has the cold weather, driver assistance, lighting, and premium package. So what you see right here is just over 51 grand. I want to thank my friends over at Camp BMW in Spokane, Washington for loaning us the vehicle this week. Please visit them at campbmw.com. I think it goes without saying the 2014 BMW 4 Series is worth a look and a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching.